TJ, I think we've got K-Jack specifically with DBs about the trash talk from Coach. Even on his way out of the press conference, he's still kind of giving it. How much fun is that when the head coach kind of is that tone setter for the offense and gets in the mix with you guys?
I mean, you said it is fun, especially when he's talking noise, and we know they didn't get that off. But, I mean, it's fun, man. He's an offensive coach, but, I mean, competition brings the best out of everybody. So, yeah.
Why didn't they get it off?
Did you watch the Dallas 49ers game last year? Same situation.
Okay.
Jerry, the D-line breaks down. I thought I heard you guys saying dark side.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Can you tell
Yes,
us
sir.
more about that identity and all that?
I feel like it'll come out in our play, man. It's something that Coach Dixon created for our defensive unit, mainly the D-line, but it's something we break down. It's something we live by now. So you got to go to a dark place when you step on that field. So start side forever.
What do you think of how the rookies, Henningsen and Wazirike, are coming along?
Going back to this first preseason game, they did a great job, along with everybody else that played. But those two guys, to be rookies, they caught on to the playbook very fast. They're very physical, and they want to learn. So that's all that matters.
Define going to a dark place for me.
Define going to a dark place. Some people like to go onto the field, happy-go-lucky, like cool, but we're in the trenches. It's not pretty down there. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get 40 double teams in a game. You got to go somewhere where you know you're going to defeat those double teams. Your mind has to be somewhere where you've never been all week, and you got to prepare yourself for a battle. So every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whenever they want to put the ball down, you got to go to a dark place.
So how do you do that? Like, what do you mentally think?
I don't really. It's hard to explain. That's why it was kind of hard to explain to him. But I mean, my dark place is really just locking in. I don't say much. If they put a mic on me, you're not gonna get nothing. My dark place is just locking in, man, and playing physical as I could possibly play.
But that's kind of your personality, though. That's because you're so gregarious and
Yeah.
outgoing. So are you that much different then when you're on that field?
Yeah. You probably won't get a word out of me. I don't talk at all. I'm that locked in. I'm like tunnel vision, so I don't. Yes, sir.
I'm going to say this game has a way of coming full circle. You played with Draymond. You played with Deshaun in South Carolina when you were in high school.
Yep.
What's it been like now? You guys are, playing with the same unit out here on the defensive line to kind of have that opportunity to play with.
It's a blessing, man. For things to come full circle like this, he knows my journey and I know his, and that makes it that much more special because we're both from somewhere where we're not supposed to be here. And the path we took, definitely not supposed to be here. So to be in the same room, playing side by side, blood, sweat, and tears together, it's special.
How do you get to that dark side spot? Is it like flipping a mental switch when you walk out of the locker room? Kind of what gets you there?
I think that first play gets me there. I might, before the game starts, I might be jumping around, but that when I first put my hands on somebody, I'm locked in. And from that point on, it's very hard to explain, but I'm not the same person, I'll tell you that much.
It's like first contact, like the first time you.
It's kind of like
you go up against a guy.
You know how artists have like a different stage presence when they go on, like, for instance, I know my sisters love Beyonce, and she turns into Sasha Fierce or something like that. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turn into Davey. I'm not DJ no more. I turn into somebody else.
It sounds like the Water Boy, kind of.
I wish I played like the Water Boy.
DJ, it's the first time we've seen you since your baby girl was born. Take us kind of through these first few weeks and how fatherhood has changed you.
It's so special. A lot of people have told me how much it would change my life, and I'm firsthand experiencing that, man. So she's been on my mind all day. I'm still locked in here, but every second it's Avy. I'm thinking about my baby girl, thinking about my wife. So thankful that my mother-in-law is taking care of my daughter and my wife at home. So, yeah, man, this is so special to me.
Football is certainly a business, but compared to your past NFL experience, does Hackett make it more fun
Yes.
for you guys compared to another young coach that maybe you played with?
Yeah, of course. He's a different coach, man, especially where I came from. I'm not bashing him at all, but it was It was to the book. Wasn't no shooting going on during team meeting or nothing like that. But he brings a sense of enjoyment. Like the first thing that came out of his mouth was family. So he's very family oriented. Families come to practice, come on the field. I love it. I love it so far. I love him.
How can that translate into wins?
That trust factor. Like, if I trust you and you trust me, we ain't got nothing to worry about. I'll go balls to the wall for you.
DJ, who stood out on the offensive line to you going up against so many different guys?
Kush, for sure. Every time I'm down, he's the man across from me. He's very consistent, and he's fast. He's got great leverage, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do during the season for this team.
DJ, thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.